Okay, fine. So, welcome back to this Python class. We are looking at the last unit where we are looking at the sci-fi libraries, and the last class we looked at some of the very simple examples on NumPy. Today, we'll try to look into Matplotlib, that is, which is extensively used for data visualization. That is Matplotlib. Matplotlib. Okay, this is a package. This is a package which is used for data visualization. Okay, what is this data visualization? What is it actually? See, most of the times what we have actually, we have a set of data. We have a set of data. On this data, for example, it is something like I'm doing some experiment in the lab, or I'm trying to measure a particular thing, and a repetitive task we try to do. We will have a set of data. So that data, if you try to represent it in a graphical form or a pictorial form, so this particular thing, if you try to represent the data in, we call it as either a graphical or pictorial form. Pictorial form, it will be easy for us to visualize it, because the information is easily visible. Say for example, let me show you. Say for example, let me show you a plot something like this. See, I do have a data something like this. Okay, so I have something on x-axis and something on y-axis. So I will try to plot a curve like this, and this curve is made up of these are some data points. Okay, these are some data points. Suppose if I try to show the same data in some other form, see, this is what I have, the graphical form. Most of you can easily understand it. Suppose if I try to put x and y data, so if I have something like 0, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe on the y axis, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have some data. Now, if I try to give something like this, so x is equal to 0.5, y is equal to 0.9, something like that. I have a set of data. If I try to give, it's easy for us. It will be difficult for us to see that particular data. But if I show a graph, people can understand easily. So, data visualization is the representation of any given data in graphical or pictorial form. Okay. Now, when you have this particular thing actually, so whatever the data you have, you can visualize. Not only you're visualizing it, my analysis will become easy. So analyzing the data. So analyze or analysis of data becomes easier. So I can tell that yes, what if so the values are increasing, then it is taking a turn. So simple thing. Most of us, if you go to strength of material stamp, you might have done this experiment in your lab actually. So what we are trying to do, we are trying to plot the stress strain curve. Okay, stress strain curve. What we try to do, we try to take the stress versus strain, all those things. We will try to get the value and try to plot it in a graph sheet. Now, from the graph, I can tell where up to what time, up to what limit, where is my elastic limit, which is my plastic limit, where that particular material has broken, breaking point, or yield point. All those things I can easily make out if I look into a graph. Rather, if I look at the data, I won't be able to visualize anything, because it only gives the data. So x by data or whatever it may be, stress versus strain, I'm going to get the data. But when you try to represent it in the form of a graph, it becomes the data visualization or the analysis of data becomes easy for me. So now, when I have this kind of things actually, so visualizing the data, all those things is what we are trying to do. Now, what we try to do in Python, we try to have different types of. So, what is this actually? It's a matplotlib actually. It is a 2D package. It's a Python package used for two-dimensional graphics. Okay, two-dimensional graphics. So very specifically, let me call it as, rather than 3D, let me call it as a 2D graphics. So whenever I want to do a two-dimensional graphics using this some Python package, the first thing what that comes to your mind is actually the your matplotlib. Now, what are the different types of plots what we can do? Okay, if you try to do it, types of plots. What are the different types of plots we can do? So we can do a simple a bar graph, which we are all aware of it. A simple bar graph. What is it actually? So I have a data something like this. I'll be able to draw some bars. So some data. So this is one bar. This is another bar. This is another bar. So each one is called as bar. So this chart is nothing but bar. So I have some data this side. I am going to have some so x versus y. This is one type of thing. The second type of data what we look at is actually histogram. Histograph or histogram. Okay. What is it actually? Histogram means what we try to do histograph also. So histogram is the three-dimensional. Histograph is the two-dimensional thing. What we try to do very similar to your bar chart, but say for example, what is the difference between your bar chart and your histogram? See, histogram means I'm going to go with some person who hope to remember in terms of statistics actually. If you go and look into your statistics, say I'm going to group a particular thing. Say here, how many people see bar chart means how many people scored S grade, how many people scored A grade, how many people scored B grade, how many people scored C grade means what is the type of chart I'm going to put? I'm going to put your bar chart. Type of chart what I'm going to look at is bar chart. That means what is the data? So here, so I can put number of students or something like that. But histograph when I'm going to do, so how many people are in the range? Say for example, how many people scored between 95 to 90? I will get the data. So that data if I want to plot. How many people scored between 90 to 85? How many scored between 85 to 80? How many scored between 80 to 75? So if I want to plot such data, I will take the help of your histogram. So the histograph or histogram will give such data. What is called as a grouped kind of a thing, I'll be getting the histogram. So a simple bar graph will give the exact data of what is happening over there. Or maybe a particular share of the particular market, maybe particular in the market share of a particular company. Okay, if I want to look into it, that I'm going to get a bar graph. So if you to group the shares available at a cost of 0 to 100, what are the number of shares? So if you want to group that particular data and try to plot it, I'll be getting what is called as a histogram. So the second type of graph or your matplotlib use is what is called as your histogram. One is a bar chart, other one is the histogram. The third type of chart is your scatter plot. The third type of chart what we look at is the scatter plot. Okay, what is this simple scatter plot? See, I have a data something like this, your XY data, okay, and all your data is scattered. Okay, all your data is scattered, and we try to put the best possible fit for this kind of a thing. Or we try to, it is something like XY plot. A scatter plot is nothing but a simple XY plot. Are you getting? Now, so this is one more plot. So the other type of plot what we look at is the pie chart. Okay, pie chart or pie plot or pie chart. What is it actually? A pie chart means I will be having what is called as a 360-degree circle. Okay, in that maybe I can tell that from the this is of some 30%, this is of some 40%, the other one is of some 60%. Okay, I can tell this is of some 45%, this is of some 42%, this is of some 35%, this is of some 24. If I add up everything, I should get 100%. Okay, such thing we call it as actually your what we call is a pie chart. Maybe the last type what we have is the area chart or area plot. Area plot or area chart. What is it actually? That means I have a data something like this. Okay, I will take the shades actually. I will take the shades. Say for example, if I try to plot something like this is a data. So this is a shade. This is a shade what I'm going to look at. What is it actually? Something like, say for example, a person in the 24 hours, what are the time spent by him? Say you will be sleeping for 8 hours. You will be awake for maybe remaining around 16 hours. In that 16 hours, what is he doing? So you will be walking for certain thing, or you will be doing working in a particular place. So I can have that and I can show those data actually. I can show those data like this. Okay. Here at any given point, if I try to take, say for example, this is for a person 1, this is for a person 2, this is for some person 3. So person 3 sleeps for 8 hours. So this is for sleeping. That area is for sleeping. So this is for spending the time in having breakfast or food, whatever it may be. He spends around 2 hours to have his breakfast, lunch, dinner, everything combined together. So other person may take 1.5 hour. So some other person may take 3 hours. So other person may be working for certain hours. So 8 hours will be working. So few will be working for 6 hours. So like that I can plot it. I can get the what is called as an area plot. So that also we can do it. Now, overall, when you look at it, actually, this using this matplotlib, all the basic plots we used to do using other code like MATLAB or Scilab or Octave, whatever we try to do, we used to do. The same thing can be done using your Python, using this package, what is called as matplotlib. To invoke this actually, what are the first thing? So yesterday I was telling that if I maybe in the previous class I was telling you that if I want to invoke the NumPy, so what we used to do, we used to call it as import. Now in the similar thing here, if I want now, let us go one by one. Okay, I want to go for a simple plot or a simple basic code. Let's look at the simple basic code to get some kind of a plot. So now to do that, let's say that a simple a generic basic code for plotting. Let me plot a simple thing, simple plot, so that's basic for us. Now for first thing, the first line should be always for or what we call it as from matplotlib. This is the first sentence. Import what type of plot I'm trying. So if it is actually, if I want to go for plot, py plot is actually you as anything you can have. You can go for PL or PLT, whatever you want, you can do it. But ensure that there should be some relationship between this, what you are trying to do. That's it. You can import that py plot or simple graph. This is a simple graph to as something. I'm importing it as this thing. So now let us try to plot it. Okay, let us try to let us plot the data. Okay, if I want to plot it, actually I need some data. Okay, let me define those data. What are those data? It can be x or it can be y. So if I define x is equal to, so let me define this as a list actually, 1, 2, 3. Okay, if I want to define y, let me define this as some 4, 5, 1. That's some random data I'm trying to put. 1, 2, 3, some 4, 5, 1. Okay, once we have this actually, now let us try to plot it. Plot the data. So this is actually define the plot data. Then we are trying to plot. To plot it actually, what is the command actually? I am going to use plot. Your plot the plot is the function what I am going to use. So what I am going to use actually plt dot plot. Okay, I am going to use x, y. Now look at this particular simple command, plot this particular thing. Okay, plot xy. Now, what is it? I will not define any lane width and all those things. Okay. Once you have defined this particular plot, I need to show. See, I'm trying to plot it. So the next line I'm going to use plt dot sho. Without this particular thing, I won't get any output. So at the last thing after your plot, I should able. So what will be your output? I may get something like this. Okay. This is your X data. I have not put any labels and all. Simple X and Y. Okay. And then, so X values are there. So how it's going to plot actually? So X is equal to 1, Y is equal to 4. Okay. X is equal to 2, Y is equal to 5. Okay. Something like this. Then when X is equal to 3, Y is equal to 1. So if I try to plot it, my data may look something like this. Simple plot. The plot will look something like this. The plot will clearly show me what I see. This is your output. The output will be, this is the code what you are writing to do. Now usually when you try to show such things actually, this is without any, this label what I have written is, this label is not defined. This label I have not defined, but I should show this label. What is the best possible thing what we try to do? We try to show this label. Whether the line width, see this may be a thin line. See by default, this will be a thin line. I can increase its thickness. We call that as line width. Okay, say I don't want a continuous line. I want it to be a dotted line. Or I want it to be a broken line. I can do that. Say I want to, instead of default will be blue color, I want to change the color to red, to black or green. I can do that. Or I can label, or I want to show the title of this particular thing. So PLT, I can show the title. So TITLE title. Maybe I want to name the title here, somewhere here. I want to name the particular. So here, title this graph. So label here, X label, Y label, I can do. And I want to show some kind of a legend here, I can do that. So just like in your MATLAB, what you used to do, so whatever we are going to show, we used to show that particular X label, Y label, and legend and title. So what are this actually? We are trying to show a little bit of add aesthetics to your what we are trying to do it actually. So when you have the see, if you do without any label, this becomes meaningless. Okay, this becomes meaningless. So when we have the label, we will know what is there on the x-axis, what is there on y-axis, what type of what we have plotted, and what is the title of the plot. All those things we can do. So this is one simple plot what I have shown. Okay. Now if I want to show the label, what I need to do, or if I want to show the title, what I need to do. So simple thing. What I need to go here. So the code for that will be simple. So let this be the same thing actually. What I want to do. So if I want to show some kind of a thing. So X and Y data is the same. So if I try to take it little down. Okay. So what I'm going to do actually, I will try to show. So plot XY is there. I want to show some kind of a data to it. I will take it little up. So plot, okay, PLT dot title. I'm going to use a function what is called as title. What is it? It shows the data, some kind of a data I'm showing, some kind of title you are giving. Now plot X label, that is PLT dot X label. So what I want to show? I want to show X axis something. Then PLT dot Y label. Okay, this is Y axis. Okay, then if I want to show the legend, what should I do? Actually, you have an option, legend option is also there. Okay, you can show the legend option, or if I want to show the So this is what the basic thing what we have. This is what we have the basic thing. Now if I want to change that particular line width, if I want to show the line width of it. So line width means nothing but I want to increase the thickness of it. So line width means what I want to do, if I want to show that the same code, I can write it as plt dot plot, okay, x, y, okay, line width. So just similar to your what we used to have in your Python, line width, okay, is equal to some 3 or 4 or whatever it means. So higher the number, bigger the thickness. So let me define some 3 or 4, close it. So this is to increase the size of the line, thickness. So I want to show I want to change the style of that particular thing. So I want to change it to some kind of a dotted one. So plt, okay, x comma y. So let it the line width be the same. Line width is equal to 3, comma, line style. Let me change it to dotted. dotted, dotted, close it. What is going to do actually? This will convert your line to dotted lines. Say I want to change the color to green. Okay. What I can do, let me go to this particular thing. plt dot plot xy. Say I want to change it to green. So green it is G. If I want to change it to red, it is R. If I want to change it to black, it is K. Okay, whatever you want, I can put it. So here I'm trying to put green. I'm putting G. So line width, okay, is equal to 3. Line style is equal to dotted. I put it. See, sometimes we may have to put the marker. What is the marker actually? Say I have this particular line here. Say I have to put a marker here. Say I want to put some kind of a marker here. This particular marker. This is called as a marker. I can put a circle marker or O kind of a marker or a diamond marker or a star marker. And marker size, that type of marker edge color, that also we can do. Okay, that means what is it actually? I am trying to see the marker. I am trying to do what type of marker, what is the size of the marker. So size can be 2 or 3. So bigger the number, bigger the size of the marker. And suppose this is blue color, default this line will be blue. So I can have a different marker. So I can set it to red. So mark red color or marker edge color is red. I can do that. That also can be done. How we can do if you want to do that actually? Simple. So I can just go here. I can write a code like that. So instead of that plot xy, see whatever I'm trying to show, I can replace these lines with this particular thing, whatever I want to do. Say if you want to plot, see plt plot, okay, that is x comma y. So if I want to change the color from green to black, I will just put K, okay, then line width. So let it be, instead of 3, let it be 2, doesn't matter. Line style is equal to dotted with a single inverted commas. Now marker, let it be of O type marker, then marker size, okay, marker size, let it be some 3, okay, then marker edge color, edge color. So let me call this as red. I'll close it. Then after doing this actually, so you can put X label, Y label, title, all those things that come, or this particular thing can go before this also, doesn't matter, but this lines has to be defined. your title, x-axis, y-axis, x label, all those things. I can get it. This is one way of what we are trying to do, whatever we are trying to plot, actually, that plot we are trying to show in a better manner. That's it. Okay. Now, is it possible for us to add some kind of a, see, we have this data. Is it possible to add some kind of a grid lines to it, something like, so grid lines like this. This grid lines may sometimes it may make a better picture. A thin grid lines like this. So simple code we can write. Just go here and somewhere here you can just put plt dot grid. What it's going to do? It's going to give a grid. Okay, it's going to give a grid, and this grid actually will show me your outputs or whatever the thing you are trying to show in the grid pattern. This is the way of enhancing your output. Whatever the output we got now, that output we are trying to enhance in whatever way we want. This is one way of it. This is about your, what we call it as simple plot actually. Suppose I have a bar chart. So if I have a bar chart, what should I do? Okay, the same thing. So if it is a bar, this is for a simple chart. I am going for a bar chart. So if I go for a bar chart, what should I do? Some code will be something like this. A simple first line, it will be import matplotlib, that is there. Okay, import. See, either you can use from matplotlib import pyplot as plt. That's also one particular thing. Is one way of definition. Is one way of calling it. Or directly you can do this also. Import matplotlib. Okay, matplotlib dot pyplot as plt. Both does the same thing. Either from matplotlib import pyplot as plt, same function, same syntax, similar to import matplotlib dot pyplot as plt, or pl also doesn't matter. Let me go with pl. It doesn't matter. See, most of the books they go with plt. Let me define pl. Okay, once you define this, now I want to put a bar chart. So bar charts, a simple bar chart is there, a simple bar chart with some kind of a width, simple bar chart with the different colors, multiple colors, or a single color, lot many things we can do. Okay, now if I do this, let's define the data first. Okay, let me define data. Anything if you want to plot, we should have a data. Let x is equal to some data. Let me call it a simple data 1, 2, 3, 4, and y is equal to, so some 7, 6, 5, for some data I'm defining, random data. Now, so next thing is plot the axis. If I want to plot the axis labels, what will I do? I'm going to use, see, previous thing I was using plt, here it is pl. It doesn't matter, every time you have to use only plt, you can use whatever you want, you can define it. But when you're using that particular thing, you have to ensure that that is properly used. So pl dot x label. Okay. So for example, whatever you want to define, x values, let me put it as x values, whatever you are putting. Okay. Then pl dot y label. Okay, or y values, whatever you are trying to plot, all your x and y values. Now, if you want to plot bar chart, what a simple thing actually. Simple command is pl dot bar, okay, x comma y, and then pl dot show. This will plot a simple bar chart in blue color. A simple bar chart in blue color. Suppose this particular thing I want to change it. I want to change it in whatever the color I want. I can do that. I want to change the what we call it as change the width. I can do. Okay, and if I want to have different colors for it, I can do. So lot many things whatever we are trying to do, so those things can be done easily using your syntax. Okay, default color you are going to get. So Python, this particular thing, whatever you are going to define. So default blue color. See, if this particular thing bar chart, it will be default blue color. Blue color chart will come. All the bar charts will be in blue color with X values, Y values, all those things. Now, suppose if I want to change it to, suppose I want to have a control on the width, it's the same thing, this particular bar, whatever I want to do. So now I'll work on this particular thing, how to have the control the width of your bar chart. So if I want to do that, what I will do, I can write PL dot bar X comma Y. Okay, width width is equal to whatever we want, you can give that width 0.1 or 0.2 or 0.3 or whatever you want, you can give. If I give a single value, all the see, here I have how many values I have? I have 4 values. All the 4 values will be of the same width. All the 4 values will be of the same width. So here I am trying to width of the bar or equal. Say I want to have the width of different things. Actually, all the bars should be of different width. I can do that. So if I want to do that, it is PL dot bar X comma Y comma width is equal to, I can give it as a list actually. So list means what I will do, let me give 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. What is going to do? This will give widths are different. The first one will be, it's something like this. It's something like this. If I try to plot it, okay, for this case, the first one is of this width. The second one will be slightly bigger. The third one will be some more bigger. The fourth one will be some more bigger. So this is 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. This is how you will get it actually. A simple bar chart with a constant width. If I go with this particular thing, all will be of this thickness. If I go with variable this thing, 0.1, 0.2, each bar will be of different thickness. Is it possible? Say for example, I want to play with the color. Okay, you want to get a color of, see, default is blue color. I can change it to green color. Okay, if I want to do that, what I'm going to do? So PL dot bar, okay, X comma Y, okay, I'm going to give color is equal to green, okay, comma width. Either if you want, I can have the same width or I can give different width. So I can have the 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 also I can have it, or I can have a single width, whatever you want. So here what I'm going to do, I'm changing the color to green. So your bar chart will be of, this will be of green color instead of blue color. Default is blue. Now is it possible for me to have different colors? See, suppose if I want this to be a red color, so let it be, this will be blue color, this will be something like a black color, so this is something like green color. Each bar, if I want it of different color, I can do that. So if I want to do that, what I'm going to do, it is PL dot bar X comma Y, it is color, you define that as the list actually. So this is red for the first one, blue for the second one, that is black for the third one, and green for the fourth one. Okay, now then comma width is equal to, I can have either single width or multiple width, whatever I want I can do that. Now each bar will be of different colors. Then followed by this proceed. At end, this should be always at the end. Plot PL dot show should be the all. Otherwise, you won't be able to see the graph or see the plot what you are trying to do with that. If you want to make sure that your plot is visible, you have to do this. This is the one way of getting your bar charts. So bar chart is nothing but you have this particular thing, a set of data, either line width or whatever it may be, you can do that. Is it possible to do the multiple plots? Yes. See, if I want to plot multiple plots, yes, we can do that. Say, for example, if I go to this particular thing, multiple plots or multi-plots or multi-scatter plot or whatever, yes, it can be done. So, only thing is I need to have data. So, if I want to define x1 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, y1 is equal to 5, 6, 7, 4, something like that. Then this is data 1. So similarly, I can have data 2. So where it will be x2 is equal to 4, 6, 8, 5. Then y2 is equal to 7, 2, 8, 5. Solve the set of data x1, x1, y1, x2, y2. Now, if I want to do this actually, so it's the same plot. See, label, everything is the same. Only thing is, if I want to plot first one, PLT dot plot x1, y1. So, PLT dot plot x2, y2. So, this will plot the first plot. This will plot the second plot. So I was telling you something about the legend. If you want to do the legend actually, I should give some kind of a label to it. How to do that actually? So if I want to plot it actually, so how to go with the legend? I think I was telling, but I didn't do anything. So how to show the legend actually? So PLT dot plot x comma y. Okay, it is called as a label. Okay, so if I want to label, so let me call it as label. Let me call it as whatever you want. Say, for example, it is something data with respect to some years or something, something, whatever the name. Then if you want, you can add the line width is equal to some 0.2 or color, everything, whatever you want, you can do all those things. So this label, once you define this, how to get that actually? PLT dot legend. So this will show me the legend whatever you defined in the, say here, say for example somewhere here, whatever I showed now, this is your legend. This is your legend what we are going to show. At that particular point, this will show as this particular here it's going to show. So with the color, so whatever the color you are going to define, say for example green color or cyan color or red color or yellow color, whatever the color you are going to define, that color will come and you will be able to see it. And title, you can do the title. So at any given plot, actually whatever we have, you should be able to have the X label, Y label, title, legend, and you're going to plot the data. So whether it is of some kind of a scatter plot or it's some kind of a bar chart, whatever it may be, you people can do it. Is that fine? So today we'll try to stop here. Okay, like we looked into two types of plots. We looked into two types of plots. One is